0, -9.
All right. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of why does my face look swollen? Controversial topics, sorry. On panel we'll have myself, Dario Dowie, Xavier the Doctor, and the Black activist, Andre Bradshaw. So I have
What the hell? You didn't even
controver-
start talking and you already laugh?
a rather controversial, but not so controversial. We're trying to keep it.
It's going to rustle a few jimmies, okay? It's going to pick
Yeah,
up.
we're not rushing all the feathers, just a couple.
You can stay there. Talk about you now rustle all the feathers. I'm here for
I
you.
rustled feathers last week, sir.
You chose me. I was the Pokeball that said V, violence, and you chose me.
Xavier, use violence. Anyway,
100% effective.
Anyway, yeah, I went off last week, so
He's
will
not sorry,
possibly.
and I'm not sorry either.
I would never apologize. So I guess I might behave myself this week, but
you can stay there. Me not behave myself because I have nothing to say about
it depends on whether I get triggered or not. Yeah, so but Xavier will be taking us through the topic for this week. Go ahead, Xavier.
For the first time in 5,000 years, Xavier Doctor has a plan that will be put into motion. But anyways, so from Looney Tunes to Dragon Ball Z, from Dragon Ball Z to Full Alchemist, from Full Alchemist to Samurai Jack, we have all these great shows, and then we live in a world where these shows, if they even slip up once, are cancelled by a bunch of dumb who clearly never saw their father having sex with their mother. Because clearly, these people, they've never experienced something as traumatizing as that or anything of that sort. Or better yet, probably they've never had a car run them down or somebody's father try to shoot them. Clearly. Because these people are a bunch of snowflakes who are going to look at me and tell me that a literal skunk is sexualized. An anthropomorph. What's the term? What's the term for an animated animal? Animated series.
A term for animated what?
Animated animals, TV series. Anthropomorphic? Yeah.
Anthropomorphic.
Yeah, anthropomorphic animals. A literal bunny is sexualized because she is shaped well. So let me get this straight. So you people actually think there are people out there that are literally masturbating to Lola.
And even if they are,
who the fuck are you to judge? You assholes masturbate to transgender porn. You have no place to judge. But let's clarify a bit exactly the groups we are targeting for my rage at least. Social justice warriors, feminists, and cancellers. Now, there's been a thin line of animes that have been cancelled in recent 2020, 2021. Though to be fair, I don't see why they were cancelled because, rape has always been something in anime and it's always been portrayed as something that either breaks or kills you or makes you stronger. The infamous Berserk scene is still held to this day as one of the greatest plot twists for a villain in anime history, and that's a goddamn movie. Goblin Slayer, I don't see anybody trying to cancel that shit, and that show was horrible. But the show that I see people, I never watched it. Shield
the first 5 minutes, the chick got raped though.
So I've seen worse. I've seen a chick just walking down a lonely street in an anime and just out of nowhere one demon say, yo, your pussy is mine. What you just said me a while ago? Well, you really just said me a while ago.
Something for another episode.
This post is unavailable. Good work. I think we did want to see it. Anyways, so as I was saying there, I've seen worse where anime have literally had it within the first stanza of the show, not even 5 minutes. Girl gets fondled by a demon and she enjoys it. I know why I think Americans need to lay off. Aren't they the same ones who literally lost their minds over 365 days? Isn't that literally raping someone? She never said.
Hold on, no? A generation of girls were super turned on by Sasuke. There were arguments in high schools over Sasuke. Chicks that don't even watch anime watch Naruto for Sasuke.
And the worst
part, yet still they have an issue with Lola.
Hold on. I know this is going to sound super gay, but Sasuke is literally not the best looking male in the whole series. Like, no cap. And the worst part is, this man is only history in the Naruto fan base for most men. There's the fact that your Orochimaru will probably rape him, according to them. I know it's bullshit, but trust me, I have a friend to this day still tells me that crap. I'm just look for him and every time I just want to use my car and just why I can't even say it. Go to get me. Police go to find me. Anyways, before we get too off topic with this, even though we can't really go off topic, but I want to know why Americans of all people think that they have any right to be. It's kind of interesting that they have one of the most. They have the dumbest set of people running their country. They have the most egotistical sportsmen, and their shows are literal garbage if it's not created with some form of flair. And they think they have a right to cancel people. Let's take it a step further, right? So, Michael Bay, Zack Snyder are probably two of the biggest memes in the movie industry at the moment. But you don't ever see these guys portraying stand-up female lead characters like they're completely defenseless, and if they are, they're side characters. You don't really hear anyone say anything. But the moment the anime girl is shown as a weak defenseless princess who can't fight for herself, the uproar is unbearable. I'm like, wasn't Zelda literally that for like every single Zelda game? And she's the goddamn princess. I could go a step further. Princess Peach, the literal most powerful thing in the whole Mario series, is a literal damsel in distress.
She's smashing Bowser. That's a different story.
And this nigga said he would come down, you know.
I have not begun.
Wow, Dario, wow. That's how you're going to start this. Wow. And so your Peter smash Bowser. Jesus Christ. Well, to be fair, I was doing some reading the other day, and the reason why Bowser is trying to kidnap her so much is because Bowser doesn't know how to express himself to tell her that he has a crush on her.
Virgin, there's a whole Mario game where she's not been kidnapped by Bowser, but no, she's been kidnapped by Donkey Kong.
All right, me not want to ask or going at that. Let's move on.
She like big boys.
No, she just likes the guys that aren't short. Oops.
Anyway.
What?
Gentlemen, I'm sorry for my silence, but yeah, I never hear a word in that said one. Yeah, go on again.
Did someone just say they were hearing Dario? Pretty sure I just heard that.
Really, man just said he didn't hear anything.
He'll hear it when the video is posted. But anyways, so I just want to dissect what the first group I think we need to take on is the feminists. Now, they're the easiest ones to like shut up because they want more diversity in anime. They want more female lead characters. Akame got killed. Elfin lied for anyone who likes seeing women who are naked ripping people apart. I mean, if you're into fairy tale, even though fairy tale is literal garbage for some people.
Yeah, Samus from Metroid Prime is one of the baddest bitches to ever walk the earth.
Yeah, but she looks like a whole dude. Speaking of which, what the hell does she go into that suit? She's so tiny. Anyways, Ellie from The Last of Us, a very great female protagonist. If anyone has played The Last of Us and Last of Us 2. Shit, we can't really use a female character, the main character for Naruto. She's not a good female role model.
Hinata?
Nigga, Hinata is a side character and you know it.
She's decent.
Yeah, when Naruto's life is in danger.
Still decent.
Mario have more use than her. Just saying. But where is this argument that female cartoon characters or characters overall don't get enough show time as their male counterparts?
I'm not sure. When Lola Bunny came in on Looney Tunes, she came in for a short period of time. She just did something really cool and memorable and disappeared, and we still remembered her. That was just her. She just came in, be awesome, bye.
For the love of God, we went from Bugs Bunny kiss everything that was on the earth, and then the man ended up there with Lola. One snap. I'm going to go a step further. Daffy Duck, a man who by all rights is one of the biggest assholes we've ever seen. End up there with one next woman who is a duck. I have one picnic with her, although granted the picnic jacket. But anyway. Yo, but that's it.
Water go down the hole.
I'm all for the darkness, my friend. I am Darth Vader without the badass voice. Leia Skywalker is a literal general in the rebel army, and you are going to look at me and tell me that females have not been portrayed in badass roles throughout history? Let's go a step further. The Resident Evil chick. She started every single movie.
Video games and movies.
And you're going to look at me and tell me that females have not had their place?
I don't know. I guess.
All right. This is my problem with all of that, right? I get it twisted. I believe some women have equal representation and so forth, so forth. Nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. You see, when it comes to Leia is not a Jedi. But them treat her like what? Why? Why them have to go down that stupid road? And on top of that, the new one to take over from Luke, she. Because of what? The Bible proves that woman can be without man. But if you follow the whole story, she isn't a Jedi. So why would she be training with somebody who's not a Jedi? Make that shit make sense. And then on top of it, let's go further. Then put Leia on such a God level where she a pilot an entire starship with one hand. Obi-Wan Kenobi couldn't do that. Alright, go off. So
they were just pondering.
Well, no. I'm not going to play devil's advocate because I'm not really in the mood for Bradshaw to put me in my place, so I'm going to shut up.
My thing is it should not be equal.
No, but let's be fair. Like, all right, the
No, but
power
hold on.
scaling.
If you okay, hold on.
No,
Choose your words carefully. You said fear. You said
no. I
fear.
don't fear me go say. I don't fear me go say. I'm just.
Choose your words carefully.
We don't need to be careful because the point is, in the Star Wars universe, hypothetically speaking, only female or females that have ever shown any potential to be stronger than the men are the ones that aren't shown in the canon movies or the cartoon series. Then, like literally, if you go back and read all the books from the old Star Wars legends, you're gonna look for George Lucas and say, so
Don't hone in
this
too much on Star Wars, guys.
excuse me? No. It is. I have been wanting to speak about this for too much podcast, and I have not gotten my opportunity. I will speak.
No, I'm just saying those linger on it too long. We must have to talk about other stuff. I wanted to get back to my point, where I was saying it should not be equal.
My whole point is right. For every Asajj Ventress who have a Anakin Skywalker, it's like the Linkin Park song said. In the end, it doesn't even matter. You could train with the best Sith Lords ever. This man was literally created from the Force itself. So if you come and chop off your hand, the man gonna regrow that shit. Just saying, George Lucas created the films to not showcase that, hey, women are not really important. And furthermore, Star Wars is even gender based. You have aliens in the goddamn show. So what is on the problem? But anyways, back to what you said, Dario.
Yeah, I was saying I don't think representation should be equal. Reason being, it should be reflective of reality. That's what movies are. Reflective of reality. Sometimes it's a bit more a bit more fun, a bit more entertaining. But in reality, there aren't that many badass women.
They don't want that. And honestly,
how many Michelle Obamas are there?
No, them don't want it that way. Them want an overpowered, superhuman woman. Let me say, almost every show.
Hold on. I wanted to say, like Princess Ayana, Goddess Ayana, and she said this many times on her channel and other women like her. Like, no woman actually wants that. I don't care how feminist you are. You don't want to take out the trash. You're not this super strong She-Hulk of a woman when the check comes around and you're on a date. You're not a super strong She-Hulk independent woman that knows what you want when you want your man to take charge in the bedroom. So
but you notice every superpowered character that is a female that's ever been portrayed, them always linger back to the so-called weak man that them do with for emotional support. Take for example Wonder Woman. She is claimed to be on the same level as Superman. Theoretically speaking, but we're not really going at that power scaling bullshit. But she is claimed to be on the same level as Superman. Yet still, she's still a woman who breaks down regularly and feels the same emotional trauma as normal women do. She's a god, remember? But she's
demigod.
There's no water to hold it. Use the sorry. She-Hulk. For the love of God. When that experiment went wrong again and she became She-Hulk, she hated herself. Woman run down abs and talk about how they want this. She was literally, she called herself ugly so many times. Literally feel sorry for her. Let's step further. Captain Marvel. No. No, this is a controversial bit. I like the concept of her. I don't like the actor that portrays her. Because she brings her SJW feminist bullshit into her work. And last time I checked, you keep your emotions away from your job. Unless you work on call center, that shit goes out the window. I digress. My point is, these people are so fixated on getting their point across. Yet when you counter their points,
but they don't even understand their own point.
No, when you counter their points, they're like a little kid asking you why the stoplight is red, They tell them why, then they ask why is that, and then continue with the why and why until they're ready to slap them into their mouth. It's
Yeah, but
annoying.
these women, they don't understand their own point. They're just talking arbitrarily.
But I really wanted to say this to you guys, and I think I just remember it because it really triggered me. So to the young black lady that is going to apparently get that role in the James Bond film, if you people actually go through with it, just know that everything you have created dies the minute you make that movie.
We already
Now,
established why James Bond should not be black.
Yeah, bro, me I say,
so Idris Elba already tried this bullshit once and failed miserably because Twitter attacked him immediately and told him that, hey, we respect you, but you will never be James Bond. Now look at it hypothetically speaking. You're a super spy that everybody
I know,
knows.
you know,
Hold on, Bradshaw.
I was okay with him not being.
Hold on, Bradshaw, man. Hold on. Like, you're a super spy that everybody knows by name but doesn't really recognize your face. You're supposed to be infiltrating the most guarded places on the planet. How does it look when you see a black man in that area where he shouldn't be? That has immediate red flag. No offense
How
enough.
are you going to see a black man walking through the middle of Russia?
There you go. Or Ukraine.
Like Trevor Noah literally explained this in one of his stand-up comedies.
Yo, I'm gonna say to everybody too. And everybody's like, oh, times are changing. I said, no, I'm say, first off, you feel to understand the premise of what James Bond was. You understand me? He's a guy who could have disguised himself. And he used to wear disguises. He still do, but the point still remains. He have to be a white man and mingle amongst white men. That's all.
Unless the James Bond franchise is going to move to Africa.
And it won't make sense to do that because you're just destroying. You notice how every James Bond film from the 1950s up till now has followed one set pattern. It's always followed the same story length where James, and furthermore, how would the so-called love sex scenes go with a black man or black female? How would that go? What is the charm you're going? The most compelling thing about James Bond is the man can weasel his way out of anything, especially when it comes to the women. This man manipulates and uses the women to his advantage and actually makes it seem as if, I feel them fault. I mean, it sounds shitty, but the man is a goddamn spy and assassin. What are you expecting to do? So I want to see how them go make it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying we don't have black actors that are not charming or capable of holding their own. The point
Why can't we have like other spies from the same agency who work in Africa, like a 008 who's just in Africa?
And that's
why does 007 have to now change and be black or a female? There's other numbers. There are other spies in the agencies. He's just the best. Let him stay the best as the white dude and do stuff in the white places and have like a 008, like a spin-off kind of thing. Like,
not even spin-off.
Because people
are Russia. Come on.
Let's see what I said. There have been 005s before and 003s. Them exist in the agency. You understand me? If you play James Bond, I think one of the final missions you have to run.
Or watch one of the earlier James Bonds.
Yeah, with 005.
Yeah.
You understand? Seven was just good at infiltration, espionage. Very different. You understand me? So the point still stands. But just understand why them believe that them have a feminized everybody now. To make the shit make sense. It doesn't make sense to most people. Like for instance, everything that was good about certain childhood heroes, them feels that they may have to tear it down or completely wash it from existence.
Sorry.
Like for instance, The Little Mermaid. But no, this when it created uproar and some people was for it, somewhere against it. I was against it, and I really don't care if nobody vexed about that.
What was the issue with The Little Mermaid?
Oh yeah,
Um,
the girl who was supposed to do the Disney remake for it, the live
Oh
action one.
yes, Bailey.
Yeah, mark you. I'm not saying she's not a good actress, right?
Oh, they scrapped it.
no,
I don't
it's
know.
going. It's good.
I thought it was supposed to come out from
No.
2021,
They are
and
laying down
some
because the
crossover,
backlash
and
the two
I don't
pieces.
know. But
Backlash
the
the two
point is,
pieces.
I don't have my problem with one of that, you know. The fact that this day, honestly, black people should be insulted. But why? Why we always pick the bottom of the barrel when it comes to certain things? You understand me? My point still remains this. Why them couldn't make a completely different mermaid story?
Yeah.
Why, like you said, why we couldn't make a spin-off? You know, the king's brother, Triton's nephew, or some descendant, or
He had
you know,
hundreds of daughters though.
you understand me?
Some of
But the
them were
point,
actually black.
but why? I know, but why them always do that? Them always take a perfectly good character and whitewash it or blackwash it and then say, here, we get it.
Representation.
You,
That is
you want to
stupid.
know? You want to know what
That's
I
an
like
insult.
most
You
about
know,
Ariel?
it's as an insult.
You want to know what I know like most about Ariel? She's not a perfect Disney princess in the sense that everything she does is going to come out good. She made a choice to become human because she wanted a man. That much is clear. And if we're being honest, Ursula did nothing wrong. But at least she admitted her mistake and tried to rectify it. In the event, yet she did have to kill Ursula, sure, but you know,
Gave
by
up
the,
her fins for the dick.
but at the same
Yep.
time, it was her humility that drew me to say, she effed up, but at least she owned up to it, unlike some people. That was a bit of realism when Disney was in their prime and Disney wasn't half-assing movies. But then you're going to make a live action remake. Right? So how is the story going to go then? Is it going to follow the same nonsense? No, no. Here's the first thing that's going to trigger black people, and them not realize it yet. When them see Ariel give up her powers to become a human and start chase a man, oh Jesus Christ, the black woman will be so mad. What I'm
Act-
all here
No,
for?
but all I know, if she's chasing a white man, will they be upset?
No, yo. Say pull your color, youth. Pull the whole of your color, youth. Yeah, man. Whole of that. Yeah.
I don't know if I say, I don't know if I feel about that, but again, you understand?
No,
I
but
don't know if
better.
and then me as a father, black father, I can bring my little girl go watch that. What the hell you want to tell me as a man now? You understand me?
Historically speaking, if the Little Mermaid actually happened, the prince would still be white.
Exactly. But
Yo.
hold on,
Shots are being fired.
What did I say? What did I say if you're gonna put Ariel black then. So Prince you come you're gonna be Erica gonna be black too. Right? No?
Nope.
Maybe so.
Nope.
You realize how bullshit this sound now? Now that we start think this shit through. You realize how stupid this sound now, right?
No. All right. Let me
What's
do
up?
one better part shot. So, my so-called friend, she was one of the few dumbass black people who were defending this about, it's a good opportunity. And I'm like, you remember what the whole point of Ariel was? It was about choosing your own destiny. Remember, the man, Ariel's father literally said, humans are pieces of shit. Don't deal with them. The man was a literal racist to humans because, but the man have all right. Because if I remember clearly, wasn't his wife killed by humans or some shit like that?
Yeah.
But then, at the same time, Eric was like one of the few humans who was just curious about, like, wow, there's actually a whole other race within
As
our
in,
world.
she was just naive and curious. She didn't want to go the status quo.
But that's the
She
whole
just asked questions.
That's the whole point of being human. We do some of the most dumb ass things, and then when people recognize it, we're like, damn, we were actually stupid. Australian people are the biggest example. They see the most dangerous creatures every single day, and they're like, it's a regular Tuesday.
Well, they don't die. Do they die though?
Australia has the most natural causes of death. It still surprises me that they have so many dangerous animals.
Yeah, the tourists probably die more than they do.
Sir, if Komodo dragons are running you down, I advise you to run faster.
Bro, the tourists come there and play with the sharks. Quote unquote play.
You mean when they disappear under the water and never come back? Oh sure. Jaws.
Yes. Fun, yes. Like the video of the Australian girl, I think it was 2 years ago. This American tourist was trying to impress her, and the shark almost ate his arm off, I think. Or I think it was his arm, yeah. Because he was trying to impress this cute Australian girl. And she's just looking at him like, this fucking idiot. I'm Aussie and I'm not doing this shit. Like, do you think you're Sharkadile Dundee? The fuck? Anyway.
Yeah. Sharkadile. What?
Crocodile, Sharky, I don't know which one was. Oh, I mean if you want representation, hold on. I was thinking of this. A black Kryptonian that absorbs more sunlight than Superman. I'm finished.
Stop talk right there.
Absorbs more sunlight than Superman, and therefore he's stronger due to the melanin.
Dario, what Dario? You ever see a cat?
But he's black though. And naturally our skins are better with the sun. So due to the melanin, he absorbs more sunlight and therefore he's stronger than Superman. It's a scientific fact.
This world is ready for that conversation yet. Oh, I can see the hatred of poor all over the world. And the weirdest,
people were in an uproar with the alternative endings to the latest Mortal Kombat game because when Jax won the tournament, he made slavery never happen. People got upset.
Oh yeah,
all of Africa became Wakanda. People got upset about that because he stopped slavery. The fuck?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
But you know, it's kind of funny that most of the women in this, at least the evil ones, is at least like Scarlet, her whole point of existing is to impress Shao Kahn. How ironic is it that she gets the Sands of Times and makes Shao Kahn a literal slave for her? And I love that. And brother, that when I watch that ending, I'm like, why does my chest hurt? Like this is too real. Let me go a step further. Kitana mother, what's your name again?
Sindel.
Yeah. Sindel's ending was so dark, but it was so predictable because, bruh, Sindel was always evil. You see when you play the extra part of the Mortal Kombat 11 game, you realize that she killed her husband just because she didn't want a bigger dick. You get to kind of understand say, Sindel, yeah, she's about that life. She gives no F's. So PR ending. Wow. Her ending where she literally killed and kill her daughter was like literally the least surprising thing out of our lives. But again, it plays into what the writers know about women's nature. They will do everything just because they feel.
I mean, yeah, the guy's natures actually kind of made more sense because, I mean, again, guys tend to be more straightforward.
Brother, for the love of God, the Terminator was in the goddamn game. His ending was exactly like how he ended in Terminator 2. It was beautiful.
Honestly, if we're talking Terminator, which one? Because for the last one, it was an intro.
About Terminator 1, Terminator 2. Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, brother.
I thought the last Terminator was just a comedy.
Brother, last Terminator.
Hot on the shot. Hot steaming shot. Garbage never smells so good. Oh my God.
Anyway, we digress.
But guess what? It wasn't as bad as the Mortal Kombat movie though.
Yes. Yes, it was as bad. It probably worse. There's elements to the story that never make sense in a Terminator. Like, about John Connor, he dies, and so there should be no reason to go back in the past, but no, somehow time shifts to a girl. No, and she herself was poorly written. One, there's no character development. See, two, the Terminator herself don't make no damn sense. Three, the new Terminator died. Oh my. There's so many red flags, son. So many red flags don't make no sense.
But we digress.
What's a Judgment Day you talk about or the last Terminator?
No. Judgment Day was a classic, sir. Don't pass the place.
No, me just
very last one.
I'm just asking if at the last one, I have to ask.
That was the new one, the new garbage, the new hot trash.
You know what I've never understood about the lore of Terminator though. I mean, 1, 2, and Judgment Day were actually made sense, but here's where it started to get a bit ridiculous now. See? So
I think this car in front of me is the police, so I want to watch what I do. I'm not sure.
The last one was written by the guys who wrote season 8 of Game of Thrones.
You went there. Oh, you actually went there.
It didn't add up with the previous installments. Made no sense on its own either.
No, but here's the thing. All right, so you get to understand the future that John Connor has. In every timeline, he's defeated Skynet, right? But Skynet keeps on sending back a Terminator to the past, that in the hopes that it will kill John in the past.
It was a Judgment Day ripoff. It was a poor Judgment Day ripoff. That's all. That's the best way we can describe it. A poorly written Judgment Day ripoff.
Let's not go too far down the rabbit hole, guys.
No, but I'm just saying.
Like,
but Skynet is supposed to be.
Watch it. You think I joke me I make? You're going to see the similarities, but then like they don't see where the writers went left and then go right and then lose them and then lose the direction of the movie and then got lost at Albuquerque. Okay, move on. So yeah, so much.
No, man, say in a movie like the last one, the hot garbage one. I mean, I watched bits and pieces. Right, the brother who gets sent back in the past must save John. Mother, they get to understand, say, yo, I see my John's father, and you're like, what? So you get so what Terry said was that every time that you go back in time or future, sends back a turn at the time, like butterfly shifts the whole time, and I'm like, John prevented Judgment Day from happening. Why? Oh, Skynet still send back Terminators anyway. No, hold on. I'm going even a step further. Skynet is supposed to be a superior computer that doesn't have human emotions, yet still Skynet lost every fight. And Skynet get petty and say, yo, may I send back a Terminator if I could kill you in a pass because I can't take the losses. You're supposed to not have any emotions.
I know that. How the new one does show how them kill John like a punk.
Last 20 seconds, guys.
I swear to God, it pissed me off. I was like, yo, what kind of rubbish this? I mean, them send pretty much the same model that saved him back in time to kill him again. What happened to that super badass camouflage can liquidate him? They literally sent the same Terminator that saved him back in time to a beach, and just like that, he just shoot him. Probably one of the most anticlimactic ways to get rid of, probably one of the best protagonists of the whole thing. That makes sense. He just, like I said,
just send back Iron Man. Anyway, we digress. But yeah, I think we can come back to my input. Representation should not be equal because it's not realistic.
No.
Realistically, we're not gonna have 1,000,001 Colombianas.
First of all right, let's be honest here. How many female characters are written with trauma? You don't hear some form of backlash with. Like, one of the easiest ways to bring across your characters is that literally you have to put them in some form of danger. You literally write a book, and I've said this to many writers, and I'm not really like that experienced, but I know enough. If you put your characters in situations where they're always winning, how do they grow? Figure, do you know the amount of times I put my own characters that I love to my heart, I'm gonna put them in some life-threatening situation where they're actually dead. I mean, I say, should I use the Uno reverse card? Nah. They're still dead. Brother, I've literally had people on WhatsApp cuss me out.
Game of Thrones, bitch.
No, not Game of Thrones. That's about like the original Broly beat down death. Where once you come and get beaten, the man laugh after a while, them kill you. The kid boo kind. Yeah, man. Them the kind of death them deal with it. And people got pissed off. We couldn't believe that people they care about the character so much. And I'm like, but he's dead. He's just a side character. Nigga, why did you kill him? He's so lovable. I'm like, okay. Oh, bro.
Nice. So the thing is this: it's when you put that much emphasis on character building, you're creating what is known as continuity. People start to bits and pieces of the character that they can relate to. This is why I'm gonna say when they made badass female characters back in the day, men and women could say, damn, oh, she's so cold-blooded, she hardcore, but nowadays they're like, wow, so yeah. But there's no growth. There's no fail to rise to fail to succeed at the end because what? That's reality. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody, not even the genius, not even Theme Pitney, the born genius sometimes. Them sometimes have to realize them living in the shadow of daddy, and them have to study and them realize, say, you know what? I'm not going to take my father's route. I'm going to become something great without him, and then push, persevere, and become great. And you love a story like that. And it's been a simple way of writing.
It's like people don't listen to like stories from actual people who have achieved greatness. That is what movies are supposed to portray. Life. And realistically, you can't just become great because your life was easy. You can't just become great just because your mom shit you out of her pussy and she was great or she was mediocre.
You can't be great because you're born great. That's also our next one that most people need to stop. You understand me? In the realm of reality, I'm not saying people don't born and them exceptionally gifted.
Yeah, but
in reality,
you still need to put in some level of work.
You gotta put in that work, son.
Well, I wanted to make this point as well. Great minds don't think alike. Great minds think for themselves. That's why they become great.
Well said, my boy.
Not even identical twins who have the literal same blood going through the same mind thoughts. They have different ways of seeing things, but that kind of brings me back to one point. But in one of my book, them right. I've said this before. Like we have a literary group where we actually discuss with other writers. I'm a bit blatantly honest with them. I tell them, say, yo, writing about female characters might be one of the biggest challenges I have because I'm not a woman. I don't go through the bullshit they go through. But at the same time, I'm not going to pander to them and make them be stronger than other the male characters because that's just unrealistic in my eyes. I mean, you have a few of my characters who show a bit more potential than a couple of men, but then they are not, most of the characters, they are not men. I'm a little boy. You see me? Mm-hmm. I mean, one of them asked me, I say, yo,
sorry for cutting. I'm just saying, you can, but here's the thing, no. It has to be written away where it's not a physical overcompensation of saying that, she somehow miraculously, like what Disney do with almost every female character now. The Mary Sue mindset has to die. Cause nobody, and then prove that time and time again. For crying out loud, people. And this is for all the listeners. How can you honestly say you listen or watch TV or watch any movie now and say, "Oh, I want to grow up to be just like that girl from Shaban, Wonder Woman, Mulan, and the list goes on. Just born super godlike. Don't need no training, don't need no mentorship. You're just born perfect.
And
That's
Mulan had to
un
train.
that's in no
The original Mulan was trained, sir.
that's in no way, shape, or form reality. And that's setting an impossible standard for people. Pitney come, oh, I want to be just like Diana. No, cause even
I'm
the
not
original the original Diana got her ass kicked by a fellow
regularly,
by a fellow
regularly.
until she became badass, really badass. Diana trained for hundreds and hundreds of years till she
And
became broken,
and
brokenly badass. But this
and,
new
and
version is so ridiculously stupid. Oh my god! I'm just saying, you know, it's not
no,
like Don say, it's not in the realm of reality anymore.
but to be honest, Bradshaw, you see, one of the core concepts of writing, right? When you're writing any character, even if you're going to break them so broken, there are ways and means to beat them. But it's so simple that you're not going to see it because you just think that, oh shit, this person is so overpowered. I mean, look for Sephiroth from Final Fantasy. Nobody thought Cloud could beat him. Cloud beat him before he even had the goddamn Buster Sword. Then when he get the Buster Sword, he beat him. And he beat him again. Cloud, this nigga who was so traumatized by his own friend are dead. This nigga took on a second personality, for God's sake. People, and we can't look on Tifa and say, yo, Tifa now a badass shit. Tifa is a goddamn badass. But she's still secondary to Cloud. But it doesn't feel so egregious when you say, yo, she's just standing there not doing anything. Tifa will fuck shit up. And that's what most men like about her. That's what most men like about most female-based characters. Even if they are a damsel in distress, they know when and where to
Oh,
put their foot down and say, yo,
They
oh,
can still fight dirty like Venom's girlfriend.
exact.
there you go. All right, let me give you a hint of how a real good arc is. For example, the Seven Deadly Sins, an anime, right? There was this one chapter where they're talking about Ban, the sin of greed, right? They did his whole childhood of where him come from and how them treat him like garbage and how much hardships him face and him steal and catch him and then beat him almost to death and people kidnap him or try to sell him to a evil duchess and a fellow thief rob the people him and him save him and then this is the part when we move me to tears because him said the guy who saved him and multiple times them two of them go upon robbery and all this thing but then when push come to shove him find out say his child
Yep.
was a werewolf or werehound or whatever and he has to choose between saving Ban who's being kicked, he's getting his ass kicked right across the wall, and him have to run to try to save him kids, cause them find out say there's a werepup somewhere in the hills, and I'm gonna go for attack him.
To
He
kill him.
chose his actual blood son, and he ran
Yeah.
to just try and save him. He still didn't make it, and his son died. And then while on his deathbed, the same guy on his deathbed, he says that at least he will die and meet his two sons in heaven. Ban, while this was happening, say, yo, not for 1 minute that I ever, chose to say that you're an asshole
Resent
for
you.
not. Yeah, thank you for not picking me. Him said, to be honest with you, if you chose me over your actual blood son, I don't think I would ever forgive you. And the more I lament and I talk, and him say, yo, man say, yo, as far as I'm concerned, you are the ideal father. It sounds like you watch the episode already. You're the ideal
I did.
father. And him
Brother,
call him by his name.
everybody who has ever watched
That shit
anime knows say, oh,
choked me the hell
Bruh.
up. Tears are flow to my eye.
brother,
And the man realized, say, one of the
single one
son
of
of
the
them.
seven deadly sins, their
Oh,
backstory.
that hit on nerve.
Well, I have to say this.
That's anime.
Upper
That's
level
how I
demons like me only cry once every 10 years. And I already cried when Luffy was burning the merry-go.
Muzan,
I
relax,
cried. I was
relax.
like, no, that's how a story is written.
Yeah,
Brother.
I cried when Luffy burned the merry-go, so I can't ball again for the next couple years.
Must be because I'm not too into One Piece. I never really look for that as an emotional moment. I mean, I look for most other things.
No, like the character development.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, Dario, One Piece barely follow it. I just know a lot about it because I read a lot. Not the manga, but just read.
Son. Because
No,
if you
I do watch, but like I
you'll
said,
understand why the tears them flow. Because before Ace died, they lost a fellow brother. Who they thought they lost a brother. Because when his father find him kidnap him, and then because his father was embarrassed because he was a ragtag noble, which is considered a vagabond. So them put him up on a ship and them try to execute him. And when they found out, they literally lost. Luffy went into an emotional rage. And him begged him to promise me you won't die. That's why when Akainu punched through Ace's chest, Luffy literally just lost consciousness.
His mind literally broke.
Yeah.
I will continue to say this.
A brother for the second time.
I will never say. I will not stop saying this. How Whitebeard did not kill Akainu.
I felt that shit. Yo, I was like, damn.
I'm not gonna stop saying it. How Whitebeard did kill Akainu is beyond me.
I can't wait till Luffy mock him. Yo, father. Yo, I hope wherever I'm on the planet when the great storyteller finally writes when Luffy mock him. I want to be there. I hope him not take forever for the fight to happen. I want to see Luffy shell that.
That fight is gonna be like 50 episodes long.
I want to see Luffy shell him so bad, yo. You have no idea.
Luffy versus Katakuri was like 20 episodes, so imagine Luffy versus Akainu.
I mean, Luffy has all the stakes to kind of kill him, but he kind of have to wait in line to what a person did. They probably want to kill him, so but who knows?
Yo, me not see nobody more and see Luffy kill as bad as I read it, you know. And believe me,
I kind of
there have been people who have brought Luffy to the point of almost death. Remember this, you know, the brother who they come again, NS CP9, the one who the head of CP9.
Lucci.
Yeah, him, Lucci.
Rob Lucci
is the only man. Rob Lucci is the only character that almost and they prove this. Him are the closest that brought Luffy to the death's door. Him and Lucci. Me not passionate about Luffy kicking or killing anybody as bad as more him beat Akainu. That me I make you know. I can't wait for the fight there.
Akainu is just a better version of Danzo, but you still hate him.
But don't underestimate him, yeah? He's been an admiral for years.
The man, brother, if the man is an admiral, the man is an admiral and the man has a devil fruit. There's literally no. This man has been beating people's asses how much years now. But the funniest thing, he's not the strongest admiral. We all know who the strongest is.
That's still a toss up, I realize. They've yet to acknowledge an admiral more broken than any other. Mark you, I won't lie. He has one of the most powerful devil fruits. We can't deny that. He has a lot. So I'm just saying.
Let's not go too far down the rabbit hole, guys.
Oh, is this a rabbit hole?
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're up on the one show too long and we have a hole.
Oh, we are bunch of
thing to
weeds.
discuss.
Son,
Man,
son,
your
I can,
class boy whole thing.
I can pick anime moments. I can pick anime moments in time where would I make people really think about. All right, you ever watch an anime called Rurouni Kenshin?
Who hasn't?
Yes.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. The part where Batusai cracked and was willing to kill when that guy was threatening to kill that little the little baby, and Kenshin him claims him think him catch him and him throw the whip blade and my boss turn sideways and jump, and if you had one moment where the Dan pull the blade and I scream, me feel the man's anger. Honestly, I wanted him to kill him, but when the handle shattered, I used to the sign say, "Oh, this is my last tribute." Says that this is my final sword, and it will not be able to kill a man. I was like, "Wow, the writer awesome. That was so good." yo, yo, you understand? You understand the level of poetic retribution to do away with that sword maker had to do? His final sword was the exact sword that, and Kenshin thought he was holding a killing sword. Him say he broke his oath. He broke his oath. He killed again, but him see the man go, him frightened, and as the man breathed out, the handle shattered. How height him gripping to kill this man. That's how pissed off dude was. The rage shattered the handle, and then you had the insignia underneath. What do I do an anime episode?
We were supposed to do it Crown, but some man.
Yeah, we're supposed to do it a good look a while.
Some man.
Oh, we were supposed to have a double upload when we can do the anime episode and we didn't do it. Wait, I think you were asleep.
Oh,
no,
me?
No.
Bradshaw, I mean.
No, Bradshaw
was it me?
Asleep. Yes,
I'm not sure who it was.
You are a chief. I don't know if it's the people them that on the make. They are stressing out or they on throwing too long.
People them data. Why you love bringing the people them data, sir?
That's my bad man.
Interesting.
For the next 20
She's
seconds.
not stressing me, sir.
Yes.
She knows some exist.
Oh, my headphones still on.
What?
What is it?
We talk every day. What do you mean no exist? What?
We talk every sure we talk every day?
Alright, so the conversate every day. Is that the best terminology, sir?
I'm just gonna leave it there.
No,
Every episode, every podcast, the man tell me about the people them data.
Sir, weren't you the same one I thought about how did I enjoy that my morning sex? Weren't you the same one who come this morning and call me down about that?
Okay.
Yo. Yo.
I'm gonna start motivating my single friends and wishing them happiness, because it's like no them up them woman and them happy and me they are single and them just dip on my case every day.
You're single by choice.
So who get woman now? Did I miss the memo?
Well, one of my next friend named Loans, cause when he was single, like every day me I say, yeah man, that girl I like you go talk to she, whatever. Constantly I motivate the man. Like at an annoying level, I was motivating the man to find a decent woman. Man find decent woman now and now the man start by my case.
Oh, so you mean the usual trope? When are you going to get someone? I can't believe good people like you still single. But yeah, weird fun.
It happens.
Scared? The usual tropes, right?
I never alone you know about still, but continue.
But there's no one chat about you right now because you're there right here, so.
Number that you'll ever know.
Anyway.
It's a good song.
Yeah, sure. Continue, Dario.
I forgot my point, to be honest.
I'm sorry.
Oh boy. Well, yeah. To people, we just. I think
if women want like more female representation, like
women.
Why don't they want it to be
First of
realistic?
all, if women are going to look at anime and think it's the worst thing ever, then fuck you. Plain and straight. I don't care if you're going to be upset.
Oh,
If
sorry,
a woman,
I forgot to mention this. What about the whole yaoi thing?
fuck is a yaoi?
Yaoi, where the women take straight male characters and make them into gay lovers.
That's literally
Yet
almost.
still they have issues with men fawning over female anime characters or cartoon characters in general.
You do realize that people literally have Pinterest pictures that are pasted with Bakugo and Midoriya kissing each other and that shit.
Yeah, that is yaoi.
Yeah.
That is yaoi.
Nothing
They
new.
only yaoi is only when they use a straight male. Well, as far as I know, they only use straight male characters and just act out gay female fantasies.
Has there ever been an actual gay anime male character apart from Hisoka? Because
yeah, they are gay. They are Hisoka. I think Hisoka's my pansexual.
Let's just put that out there.
Yeah, but yeah, there are gay anime characters. Cause there was a gay dude from Black Butler who just like a chick.
Don't talk about
and a few other anime characters I can think of, but fix your goddamn headphone. It's annoying me now. You done?
You know what? The opening you left a while ago for me to answer you was just too easy, so I'm going to let that one slide.
I understand for fuck off.
Use the
fuck off.
Use the fuck the people and data. That's the need for your piece of shit.
Off is the general direction in which you should fuck.
Well said.
Why is Virgil agreeing with him?
Anyway, there are lots of gay anime characters, but I mean, as for the yaoi thing, it's usually, well, as far as I know, it's mainly for like the Asian community of females. It takes straight male characters and just be like, oh, they would make a cute couple. There was a South Park episode about it. That's how Tweak and Craig became a couple, and they weren't actually gay.
Yep.
I mean,
and I love how South Park takes the piss out of everybody just to show how stupid that other people really are.
Yep. They made jokes about it at first, and then the actual real fans were pushing for it. And I'm like, what the hell?
And they kind of maintained it for a couple seasons.
Yeah, I'm not telling that. I can't wait for when are we going to have we're gonna write out a few topics myself. Shoot, why not?
But alright. You guys want
the anime episode we were supposed to have a double upload, but something happened
you guys
the week.
Want to do the anime
day.
episode this week, or no? We just hold it off for Sunday or Monday.
Well, Sunday is my birthday.
Yo, now rugby video there on YouTube where we can take off a brother shot some boys and more.
No, we didn't have cameras back then.
Shit.
He would have to go play rugby in Florida so we can get a video of him.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. This will be fun. I look forward to meeting you on the field, battle, my friend.
That never happen.
Doc is now a sports analyst and a videographer.
First of all, just because you not believe in me, don't mean I'm not believing in myself. You.
No, if you retired from serious playing, you're coaching now, sir.
Who are coach? I'm not coach nobody. Me alright.
Badness, you're coach now, pussy. As I was saying.
Some man can only bad up in say, but the people them that are just like what and oh.
I go, mate. Good night, people. Fuck off, doctor.
Sir. We're not finished. The episode is still going on, sir.
Sir, that not play here.
Trust me. You go
You're
try
gonna
this
stop
man.
troubling me.
You try this man. See? You try this man.
I said nothing about you and the other people them that I know, sir.
You can say anything you want, because at this point it's very obvious that I am well, you know.
Smitten.
How
Me
me
not
would
gonna put it a love. Me not put it a like. I'm saying smitten.
how is that smithing?
Hmm?
How is that smithing?
You're smitten with the people them that. That's all I can say. That's where you're at right now.
You start the badness first, and I don't know. Yeah, pretend like say yo.
Yeah, but I didn't bring like other people. I was badding up you. I wasn't badding up you in regards to the people them that.
I'm not body up in regards to people and that, because I tell you, say yo, I mean alone you have strength for. When you come to people them that, you just come like one little mouse. Just run away. Run away, run away.
I wanted to study video editing so I can just capture this moment in the podcast and post it on social media so people can see how you abuse me verbally, emotionally, psychologically on a podcastly basis.
I'm not sorry.
That's the worst part. You're not sorry.
Why should I be sorry when you're being an asshole yourself?
I wasn't being an asshole this time.
This man literally pushed badness to me. I bad me about how I'm a coaching alone man to do. Who is you
I
to
didn't say
decide
I'm coaching
that?
alone. You're not playing seriously anymore because you're focusing on other avenues of rugby.
Man, push badness. I say, oh, whoa, push that coaching and then he expects me, I'm not going to time. The level of disrespect.
And the man took offense to that.
What do you mean?
The man said, "Yo, you're basically upgrade now.
Upgrade to what? First of all,
You've been given a forced promotion now, and you took offense to that."
Yeah, you say forced promotion. So this wasn't willingly doing this. I was forced into doing this.
Yes.
All right, don't worry, man. Don't worry. So when we are coaching, tell me about such man I play wing again and see if me not comes and shoot. Yeah? Just make you know, friend.
Which one?
Don't ask me nothing, man. You know how me attack. Sure.
Or TWI?
Fucking
At the end?
Team rascal. Wing them every year. Bumbucker can catch a ball to save their life.
But I already told you.
Brother, big man, you could have put a fridge out there so, and then would have dropped so much ball.
Which is why I switched him out with Jay. Anyway, we'll go off track again. Do you have any more points, sir? Because the last now.
Last about what? I mean,
women are just they want more representation, but them kind of biased, so they have to be more realistic.
More representation.
And representation overall when it comes to race, like, don't fuck up the franchise. Don't distort the franchise. Don't fuck with the fans. We should not have to suffer. Like, just be original. You can be. You don't have to copy. We're not to be disrespectful, but you don't have to be like China and just like replicate shit. You can be original.
No, but here's the thing. Why is it seen that when a woman gets raped in a movie and she goes off and kills her rapist?
I Spit on Your Grave 1 and 2. I love those movies.
She's Revenge 2017. She's seen as a hero for a woman, but a woman who pawns after a guy that she's clearly in love with is seen as weak because it should be the guy. Like, how does that make sense? Like,
how often does that even happen though?
Like, Vampire Diaries, you have the two most toxic people in the world, in Damon Salvatore and Elena Gilbert. And these two people are such derogatory persons, and yet still they are loved by everyone. Doesn't that say a lot about the fan base?
Yeah, they're toxic too.
I mean, we said it already. Any girl that chose Damon over Stefan is for the streets. Not that I think about
Yeah.
it. Not that
That's why you're a single mom.
All right, and we come to the climax of the episode. I believe Dario was trying to be slick there for a moment. But yeah, cancel
I'm
culture.
sorry.
No, you're not. Cancel culture needs to die. Feminist movement in looking for representation needs to die.
They're looking for dominance.
And they can't even dominate their damn bedroom, and they want to dominate the headlines. Sorry.
Look how fast the feminism leaves their body when the check comes around. Look how fast the femininity leaves their body when a mouse comes around.
If I'm to make a disaster book, women
Look
will
how fast
literally.
feminism leaves their body when the Titanic was sinking.
No, that's not feminism leaving it. That's not a woman wicked. There's more space there on the damn plank for the man there on this bitch. You know what? Alright, what you do it for? Where you bring up Titanic for again, my yo, I'm just like every podcast you try to bring up Titanic. Every podcast.
Look how fast the feminism leads their body when there's a fire in the building and they say women and children first.
I'm not going down this route with you.
When food is being passed out during a hurricane or earthquake or natural disaster, and they say women and children first. Be a feminist. Be equal to me then. Okay? Be equal when it counts.
And I'm the bad one. Hey people.
I'm not, and the worst part is I'm not being rude or bad. I'm being honest.
Never said you were being rude or bad. You're just an asshole. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm not being an asshole either. I'm just being honest.
Whatever you say, sir. I'm not going to condone your behavior because I'm actually a decent human being unlike you.
I am the decentest of all of us.
You see, all that money where your mother spend for you for go English class, get back.
I just built that word to describe how decentest I am.
I tell you what to be right about now. You see, you're going to come someone punch me and kick me in my throat. So let me shut up. Anyway.
Say it. Build what? Build what?
Anyways.
Build what?
Fuck off.
Build what?
Brother, love me out the youth. Yeah.
Build what?
Anyways. Yeah.
Brad, build what?
Yo!
Build what? Start the bridge.
No.
Grown men speak expression.
Don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about it, man. You can build anything you want, Dario.
Do expression. Speak.
You can build anything you want, Dario. Anyways.
Sir, build what?
Yo, you can build anything. Yo, if you want to build a skyscraper, go and go build it now, sir.
Motherfucker. Boys and girls, we've come to another titillating episode of Controversial Topics. As usual, please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video as well. Especially that like button. We do appreciate it. It does help us out a lot. Thank you again for listening. Thank you for your support.
Comment
and yeah, stay safe and stay awesome. Fuck off. Excuse my language. Stay safe, stay awesome, and we will see you next episode.
What I end the thing. Interesting.
I'm still decent.
You're according to Dario's vocabulary, he is decent, sir. I tell him say every money.
Focus on my smile, ladies and gentlemen.
For every money that your mother spent on you to go to high school and college to learn English language.
I'm intelligent enough to build new words.
But not intelligent enough to, you know what? Anyway.
It's still recording, sir. Press the button so we can cut you off.
Goodbye, people. Have a
Cock jiggling
wonderful
thunder
time.
cunt.